Welcome back, and to begin, I would like to say I did want to create a video earlier, but I just didn't think it was good enough to publish quite yet, so, because I'm not sick enough to make a video singing blank until I cough, and I'm not well enough to actually sing well, so yeah, I thought I would make a video just to hold y'all over until I do finish it. So, we're gonna talk about the weird stuff that I do that I don't know. I don't think other people do it. To begin, collecting. I feel like everyone has something that they collect. Like pencils, I used to collect pencils. Like pencils, jewelry, whatever. Yeah, that's a normal thing. But I don't collect things. I collect more of, entire collections. Just the fact of collecting whatever makes me feel happy. I still collect Pokemon cards ever since I was 8. Both because I really like Pokemon, and I just like collecting, and we'll talk about that a little bit later with the Pokemon cards. But so far, I have a collection of weird coins, rocks, books, Pokemon cards, kind of jewelry. I don't know. Sorry, I was trying to think of the last thing. And movies that I like. I mean, I guess everyone collects movies, but I will collect movies even if I don't like the movie. You know? If I just mildly like the movie, I will be like, I'm gonna get it. I don't care if it's on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I'm gonna buy it. Because something just makes it feel right having it. I don't know. Next topic. Naming. I have a lot of stuff in my room that I name for no reason. Like anything that I have that has a face, I will name. I have little skulls for Halloween decorations still in my room because I'm an edgelord, of course. And I name them Tom. There's Tom, Jay, Ray, Carl. I could spend all day naming everything. And if you all want, I will literally do an entire video of showing everything that's named in my room, which will take quite a while, because I name pretty much anything. Stevenson is the main name, because that's, pure God tier name. I don't care what your name is, Stevenson is better. Why? I don't know. I have Tom. He's the skull sitting up on top of my bookshelf. Jay, the other skull on top of my bookshelf. Snowy, the owl on my bookshelf. There's a lot of stuff on my bookshelf. Main point. I also have Carl. I got him at a drive-in movie theater for I don't know what you call them. It's like an air machine. You turn the crank and then you put in a coin, turn the crank, and then it gives you a little toy or something. I got an old miner out of that, and I named him Carl. Not with a C, with a K. I thought it just fit him. He looks fabulous. And he sits by my bed every night. I mean, he's like a little pencil topper, so it's not that creepy. There's Ray. It's it's a pink skull with a fake plant in it. I legit thought it was a real plant at first, and I was freaking out that I would have to water a plant every day. But no, thanks sweet Jesus, it's not real. Because I'm notorious for having plants die. I don't know why. I either overwater them or underwater them, and of course it's always the wrong ones. Next thing, organizing. Now this isn't just like a tiny thing, this is a big thing. Like, hell, this entire list that I'm looking at for this video is organized. And I'm not like organized like the kind of person who wants to get a job filing papers or whatever. I will organize the weirdest stuff for no reason. I have all the movies on my shelf are organized by title. All of the books I have are organized by author. They were originally organized by genre, but I couldn't keep up with that, and I had to get rid of a ton of my books. So, I thought I would spice it up a little. The main reason I collect Pokemon cards is just because they're fun to organize. I mean, at first I didn't collect them and organize them. I mean, I collected them, but I didn't organize them. My dad would organize them for me because I had no clue how to organize them. But I remember one time I got a box of free Pokemon cards from my cousin's friend because he had grown out of Pokemon and he found out that I liked Pokemon. So he just gave me a box of Pokemon cards. And I would ask my dad all the time to organize the cards for me, but he would be like, oh, we'll do that later. And it got to the point where I just did it myself. And he always warned that they were fakes. So I went through every single last card, and there were like at least 100 cards in this box. I went through each card and checked if they were fake or not. And it's kind of easy to check, but it takes a while if you're checking a ton of cards. So, yeah, spent like half a day checking if cards were fake when none of them were fake. Though I do also collect fake Pokemon cards because my grandpa once bought me this giant box of fake Pokemon cards that he got while he was in China. But now I will get Pokemon cards. I mean, I like Pokemon, but I will specifically get Pokemon cards just to organize them. The way you do it is there's a little symbol in the corner that tells you what series it is, and then there's a number, like 27 out of 108. The 27 would mean that's the number of the card, and the 108 would mean how many cards are in the series overall. I literally spent like a few days just organizing cards because it was so fun. I know it sounds really boring, but I don't know, it's just so peaceful. And like I would see when my dad would accidentally put them in the wrong pouch, and I would be like, oh, I need to switch them out. It's terrible. And then like I'd switch them all out, and it'd take me 4 hours just to fix one series. Not because he messed it up a ton, just because I had gotten so many cards since then, and I was putting them in the right order. And finally, but not leastly, the reason I got into YouTube, well, besides I really like YouTube, I mean, the terms and conditions, little fuzzy, sketchy, depending on who you are and what your content is. And sometimes they can get a little crazy by taking down your entire video for, like, having a 2-second Britney Spears song in the background. But, I mean, I can kind of get it. Like, they're a big company. They're just trying to do their job. But sometimes they make the wrong decision. But the reason I made a YouTube channel was so all the time I would talk to myself, and I still do this. I will talk to myself like I'm on a YouTube video. Like someone's just watching me my entire life, and I'll just be like, so earlier we were watching The Shining or something, and I still do this occasionally, but it's gone down a little bit, because I can put it on YouTube, that maybe someone can get some entertainment out of my stupid rants, or whatever, of the day. Though, I would talk to myself so much, that kind of started a paranoia for me. Like, so I would always talk to myself in my room, which is in the basement of my house. And my mom and dad and sisters would be walking around upstairs, and I'd be, like, talking to myself, like, oh my god, did you see what... No, I would never say stuff like that, but I'd just be walking around talking to myself. Not, like, not talking like there's two people, and I'm playing both people. I'm talking like I'm talking to you, like, on YouTube. So I'd walk around and talk, and then, like, my mom would like, open the door more, and then be like, hey, what are you saying down there? Who are you talking to? And I'd freak out. I mean, I could just say, I'm talking to myself, which sounds a lot better than, oh, nothing. I'm not talking to anyone. There's no ghost in the basement. But, yeah, a lot of the times, I would get scared that I left the door open to the basement, and, like, I would go up, now, I always check the basement door to see if it's shut, so that I know nobody's watching me. I mean, and now I kind of have a paranoia, so that a door either has to be completely open, and there's got to be, like, 15 people in the room at least, like, because, like, than that, you don't really notice you're talking to someone. But if there's not that many people in the room, I always want the door to be shut. Not, like, mostly closed with, like, a little crack. I hate that. I want the entire door closed. Because then I mean, I know no one's out there, but I just have a feeling that someone's watching and listening to me constantly. So yeah, that was my insane ramblings. Hang on. I will literally show you. I literally organized this list. It's not much of a list, but